Going to the whole new season with 2 rounds of matches had completed for these couple matches, we had glimpses how would some teams operate, or go even further, we might see probably a new wave of football trend for the tactics or the player attribute. As for Man United versus Arsenal, many view Arsenal as the absolute favourite to win the match. While the Gunners do win the match, Man United had complete control of the gameplay as the more deserved winners among the two. While in other matches, Spurs versus Man City, Spurs' a new coach Thomas Frank could showcase a more clear-cut plan, outplay the mighty favourites of Man City. While this football has always been a constant evolving, and there was no solid or clear answer for any team to obtain constant success, while this season might show a whole new meta, thus here are some of the hot takes from my side. So in this video, we'll have a look on some of the hot takes that may or may not age for any direction possible. In case you didn't know, what is up ladies and gentlemen, I'm Marvin, codename CM. Welcome to the Codename channel once again. If you in any shape or form stumble to this channel and somehow some way like this kind of content, do please like, share and subscribe to this channel, as each of your precious subscription will be a massive motivation for me to upload new content. And don't forget to ring the notification bell for every new upload. With that said, let's get straight into the video. The first hot take: park the bus and counter-attacking tactics, or in another sense, footballer with high pace/pace merchant might get a more mainstream and increasingly valuable due to the massive increase in emphasizing teams, especially top teams with possession philosophy like Man City, Bayern Munich and Arsenal. These teams will preference to dominate possession, and having a high defensive line look to suffocate and compress the opponent's space for action. Besides, these tactics had long history but was made known by Pep Guardiola's Tiki-Taka Barcelona, whom also specialized in that category. Furthermore, using these tactics also disallow or reduce the opponent's usage of the ball, hence made the risk even lower. But these heavy possession tactics in recent timeline contain a massive downside, which was a low block or tactically the park the bus tactic. While park the bus was coined by the former Real Madrid coach Jose Mourinho, but he was a tactician that perfected these highly yet frustrating tactics. In fact, in the 2010 Champions League run with Inter Milan, the second leg, Inter Milan with 10 men against the almighty team Barcelona, Inter Milan completely gave up possession, going around 20% possession, but managed to hold the match till the end, thus advanced into the final. Coming into the recent couple seasons, Tiki-Taka or possession-heavy team enjoyed much success in terms of trophy-wise. The introduction of German football, particularly Jurgen Klopp's gegenpressing, was the meta of the football. Considered a direct clash between two different playstyles, despite both tactics were highly praised for revolutionized, both tactics were not easy to replicate, as possession playstyle focused playing out of the goalkeeper, gradually moved to the final third, then need top-notch press resistance. As for advanced defensive pressing on the defensive line, will require a lot of space coverage and high work rate. When compared to that, the possession possible had a lesser risk with top teams, resulted many teams were more willing to adopt this playstyle. On this season, or even proved to the last season, many teams like Spurs, United or Brentford makes the tactics a complete abandon on pressing the opponent, moving the whole team of the mid to the low block, while with the sole purpose of protecting the middle where the attacking team was the most dangerous. Although this might be very boring to watch, but it actually yield a positive result. Using the pacey attackers like Brandon Johnson or Mbeumo, constant running behind the defense, catching opponent defense by surprise. This has a top teams like Arsenal and Man City face a massive issue in the contain such tactics. With each shot given teams favor of possession style, parking the bus and attacking using counter might be even more mainstream. Next on the hot take can be already known. The hot take but might stir out some conversation is the goalkeeper will gradually become more of an outfielder than the goalkeeper itself. Even it sees the rule change in the mid-90s where goalkeeper was tasked to receive the ball by feet when the pass back by their own opponent. While this rule change at first was to eliminate the pure torture of anti-football every time goalkeeper received the ball by hand and the time wasting. Instead, this rule change resulted a slow but crucial revolutionized evolution on the goalkeeper position. This rule change allowed the goalkeeper to be far more expressive with the ball on their feet, showcase some of the more footwork, and even involved in the build-up play, even register assists in their record. However, as mentioned earlier, goalkeeper with the ball on their feet was a slow progression, rather a bonus feature for teams if the goalkeeper contains certain level in that area. Even though the progression did not have a clear vision or an immediate impact since the rule change, this attribute got a huge boom in the late 2010s to the mid-2020s. Correlation with the possession heavy, the team meant that the goalkeeper was tasked to have high level ball distribution and the press resistant, most important, comfortable with the ball on the feet. In addition, goalkeeper require require high-level athleticism to rush off the line, act as a centre-back at times when the team play a high defensive line. This is highly evidenced in the recent couple of seasons. Some of the top-level goalkeepers were not appreciated, with the likes of Joe Hart, David De Gea and Iker Casillas. All of these goalkeepers were top-notch in the most expected attribute of the goalkeeper, shot stopping. If you have to bet or to have the goalkeeper to bail out your team time after time, all of these goalkeepers will be the key footballers to help out. But the skyrocketed importance of ball-playing keepers had become a must for the teams they wanted to go out to the next level. Hence, in the mid to late 2010s, all of these keepers with a higher shot stopping but low or not comfortable in the ball on their feet had been considered obsolete, when Joe Hart was replaced almost immediately by Pep and settled on with Ederson, while the Brazilian keeper widely recognized as probably the best ball-playing keeper in the world. While Man United will attempt to replace David De Gea with Andre Onana, who had an impressive performance ball-playing wise for Inter Milan. However, there was a catch. Despite both Ederson and Onana were amazing in their ball-playing wise, at the same time, a rather effective sweeper keeper, comfortable rush off their line, both of them the constantly side of their game. While Ederson had a much average in the ball shot stopping, while Onana was error-prone, unreliable at times. That is why Manuel Neuer and Alisson Becker have been recognized as the best or the most complete goalkeeper ever. Both have insane athleticism to support the high line, but also contain fantastic ball playing, whereby both in certain times will act as the centre back for the team. So in this hot take, goalkeeper will become more complete and play more like an outfield midfield footballer. And the last hot take, Man United might finish around the same time as last season. Man United after the last two matches have been very mixed reaction between the fanbase. Due to the fact against Arsenal, Man United has shown a massive promise not as the better side among the two giants, but there was a concerning side on the matches whereby it was fully exposed in the next match against Fulham. Because in Fulham matches, while the first 20 minutes Man United had 2 to 3 clear-cut chances to secure the lead, but lacked the luck and the clinical finishing, Man United will not obtain any of that. Rubbing salt into injury, skipper Bruno Fernandes skied the penalty, made the whole day worse than ever. And Man United main issue in that match, midfield, while going even deeper, probably Amorim and his tactics. Man United, apart from Mason Mount, Casemiro, Ugarte and the recent left Christian Eriksen, had not seen many reinforcements. In the Amorim system, who uses a double pivot, meant that midfielders require high work rate and stamina to support the whole midfield. However, Man United midfield was not qualified to play that role. Mount and Bruno was more of an attacking midfielder that thrived in a more advanced position. Casemiro, since his first impressive season, had regressed so much physical-wise. Ugarte more of a destroyer specialist with a serviceable on-ball ability. For Kobe Manu has thrived as a central midfielder since his debut from Erik ten Hag's era, but see himself not favourable under the Amorim. But at the same time were under the argument which position suited him the best. Also tactical wise, despite having a focal point of Sesko, Man United did not create quality chances for their striker, has another horrendous cycle all over again. Besides that, Man United goalkeeper was still a massive issue, where Onana remained in the team, but recent news that Cameroon was seeking a way out, and by India is not reliable goalkeeper when it comes to set pieces. Thus, Man United looking if Senna Lamens lauded a replacement for the national team keeper Courtois. But finally, Man United overall in terms of tactics but chemistry within the team looks shaky at best. Some might say Man United will not finish high in the league tables. Oops, I said it. That's the end of the video. What do you guys think? Do you think the hot takes I mentioned will age like a fine wine or explode as milk? And what will be your hot takes for this season? Comment down below so we can have a discussion. Hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you all in the next one.